8,
Eight,
7,
6,
6, 7,
Oof.
8,
You're counting
9,
up now?
2, 1,
Okay.
go.
All right. Welcome to the Counterfeit Intelligence Podcast. I'm Skylar.
I'm John. We are your hosts for this evening and likely every other evening from now.
That we upload. Yeah. Some days, probably not. But you never know. You could watch them again. And again.
And again.
And again.
Over.
And again.
And over. Increasing those viewership counts for us.
Yep.
Single-handedly.
We could use it. I think we're at like 3 active viewers total. Hell yeah.
Let's go.
That's like, this is episode 4, so if we could get one more, keep pace, that'd be great.
What do we get? Yeah, we get one every episode by 1,000 episodes.
We'll have 1,000.
Let's go.
Maybe. Only you guys can make that happen.
That's 1,000 weeks.
That's a lot of weeks. We're gonna be like 47.
1,000 days. Holy shit. No.
Time's weird.
Well,
Well, today we're having a bit of a themed episode. I'm not going to tell you what the theme is. You'll just have to figure it out as things go along.
as it unfolds.
How was your week, John?
Hell. A living hell for a multitude of reasons.
Yeah.
The week started fine. If you count, well, I shouldn't say. Last weekend was great.
Okay.
You know, I did a lot of shit last weekend. I went home. I hung out with my little brother and his fiance. And we fucking got fucked up. And then the next day, in the morning time, we went and got tattoos. I promised y'all a tattoo reveal. Bear with me as I remove my sweatshirt. It's attached to my body. You fucking viewers who are on audio listening, suck a nut because you're not going to be able to see this.
We'll tell you at the end. You got to wait.
Look at that bad boy right there.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
He's got a flying skull.
Yeah, I do. It was
cool.
it's the logo for this band that I really love. I took my little brother to a concert over the summer. And he really liked it. And then the next day he's like, hey, we should get matching tattoos.
I almost went to that concert.
Yeah, you did.
I remember I got teased. Another friend had
Several
a ticket.
times.
I know. And then his girlfriend broke up with him. So I was supposed to go in the girlfriend's place. And then they got together. Can't believe it.
Then you didn't get to go.
That was not fair.
For context, that was the Avenged Sevenfold concert in Minneapolis, the 29th of July.
You have that cemented in your brain.
Fuck yeah, I got seats in row 104, section 104.
All right.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
It was a good time. The opening acts were great. It was Kim Dracula, the one who did the fucking
I've listened to some
paparazzi cover, but metal. That you hear on
he's-
TikTok.
He's weird.
He's very weird.
Yeah.
But
So is the music he makes.
yeah, but
It's
in
so
live, very good.
Wow.
Like actually really good.
I heard the opposite from the person that was supposed to take me.
No, well,
It's like, I hate that guy.
it's the eyes of the beholder, I guess. I thought they
Yeah.
were pretty similar to like Korn. I really enjoyed it. Couldn't really understand what was going on, but they put on a performance.
That's good.
And then the second opening act was far greater. Like I would go see them in concert.
Yeah.
They're far greater than anything I expected.
That was
There
Alex on Fire.
Alexis on Fire.
Alexis
yeah.
on Fire. Yeah.
Very fucking good. Very, very good. And then of course Avenged Sevenfold was amazing. I thought they wouldn't be good live. I was afraid of that. You know, you grow up listening to the music and you're like, this is my favorite band of all time, and then you're worried that it's disappointed.
Yeah, don't meet your heroes.
No,
kind
but
of thing.
they were even better live than the fucking recordings were.
That's awesome.
I mean, they sounded pretty much the same. The singer had gotten better. He had vocal cord surgery and then got lessons afterwards. So he sounded great, like better than ever. And then, of course, the guitar and the drum, all that was on point. So it was better live.
That's really cool.
Yeah, the atmosphere was insane. Everybody was shouting the lyrics and shit. It was great. It's a good time.
I get overstimulated by loud noises, so concerts aren't really my forte.
Yeah, my ears were ringing afterwards.
Yeah,
Tinnitus.
I would need to wear like anti-hearing muffs, you know.
Oh, like earplugs or something.
Yeah, something to really quiet it down because it's like too much, dude. Hurts my brain.
Pussy.
My weekend was also eventful. I went to a wedding. A friend of mine from high school and the person that she is marrying. They both seemed very, very happy. It was quite a bit of fun. I got to hang out with a lot of guys from high school that I haven't seen in a while. Overall, pretty good time.
You went dancing?
They did dance, even though I don't know how to dance. So I just kind of made shit up as I did it, and people laughed and said I was funny. So I think I won at dancing.
Were you drinking?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, I can't. I went to a buddy's wedding last year. I'm not sober.
Yeah, they had drink tickets. It's a good time.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. And then I got extra drink tickets because people around me just didn't want to use them. And then I found them, and I scavenged them, and
just fucking
yeah, dude.
loot goblin that shit.
A little bit. People just threw them on the table. Some people like had dinner and then pieced out and just left them on the table.
Shit.
So anyone who wanted them could just kind of grab them. Then I brought out my ripstick from my trunk of my car in the parking lot because there was a bunch of smokers. And I was like, hey guys, should I grab my ripstick? And they're like, what? You have a ripstick? I haven't seen one of those in forever. So I bolted down to my car, grabbed it, rode it up, and then a bunch of drunk people from the wedding were trying to ride the ripstick. People found out inside that there was a ripstick and came outside for the ripstick. It's pretty off the chains.
Fucking 2013 called. They want their mode of transportation back.
I was the only person that knew how to ride it at fucking all. It was funny. They could barely move, and I'd get on it, and I was just cruising around, having the time.
Zooming.
Yeah.
I don't know how to ride those fucking things. The one time I tried, I almost killed myself.
Yeah, I'd recommend knee pads and probably not alcohol.
Helmet.
And not, like, wedding attire. That would help.
Not a suit, not a fucking dress.
Yeah, those things don't really go hand in hand.
Wheeled activities.
Yeah.
Long dangly clothing are not the vibe.
No. Only one person fell, thankfully. It was my friend, not like a stranger that I didn't know.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Still thankful he fell.
That was funny. He didn't get hurt. He just kind of tipped over. Yeah. Oh, and then my buddy towed me with his car while I was on the ripstick as he was leaving the wedding.
Jesus.
That was scary.
Fucking, those things are the most stable devices to begin with.
It was fine until he started accelerating more than I was comfortable with. Then I had to let go, and it was like, okay.
How fast do you think you were going?
Like 25. Towards the end, he kind of got on it a little bit. I was like, ah!
It was like, if you did it with rollerblades,
I've done
you're
that
pretty
too.
stable, right? Like on 2 feet. You don't think so? I'm assuming here.
Yeah.
I never did anything except for car surfing, where you're like on the roof.
Yeah.
Done that.
Yeah. I've done most of those things. I've definitely done that on rollerblades.
Skyler,
I'm going to tell you, there's a maximum speed for those things, and once you start getting close to it, things get sketchier and sketchier. Like, that's just how it works. Your rollerblades not meant to go that fast, but
Skyler was a wild child.
True. This is facts. We'll get into it on the podcast at some point, I'm sure. You'll just have to hear all the layers of the onion as you listen, you know.
And onions stink and make you cry, so be prepared.
If you cry, I'd be surprised, but who knows. Anyway, did you hear about the Democratic senator that pulled a fire alarm right before a vote?
I did hear about that.
Yeah.
I did. It was you who told me about it. He pulled a fire alarm accidentally before the fucking vote. What was the vote on? What were they trying to vote on?
It was some budget thing. Like, they were trying to agree on money. Yeah.
So what's the deal?
Still no charges.
No, nothing's happening.
No, nothing's happened.
It's a felony for us to pull fire alarms. even by accident, quotation marks. You got to
Yeah.
be pretty stupid to see a handle that says "pull in case of emergency" and be like, "There's no emergency." Fucking yoink, you know. That we need to start arresting these people.
Oh yeah.
We need to make a vigilante force.
There you go. It's an idea, Citizens arrest
Citizens
politicians.
arrest politicians. Well, I seen this. I don't know how old the information is. Popped up on my YouTube Shorts because I'm that kind of gremlin.
Oh shit.
Fucking this guy had a sticker that said something like "fuck Biden" or something. One of the many variations of those words. And this Democratic senator came out and keyed the fuck out of his car, but was caught on video. So the cops showed up to the senator's house, and they're like, yeah, so why the fuck did you key his car? He's like, he was threatening me, he was threatening violence on me and my family. And the cops went back, and they're like, they watched the video, and they literally showed the guy walk up, look at the bumper sticker, pull his key out, and then key the car. And the guy sitting there is like, I don't even fucking know who the senator is that keyed my car. I just thought of some jackass who keyed my car.
Yeah.
Didn't even know it was the senator at the time. I mean, I think he caught him keying his car or after the fact or something.
Huh.
Or maybe they found it in the police footage. I'm not 100% on the details.
Yeah, it must not have been recent. I haven't heard nothing like that.
Oh.
If that happened recently, I know.
Well, during the Biden administration, so we got that going for us.
Yeah, but Biden was like
4 years.
and he
Within
was
4
running,
years.
too. Like before he got elected, people already were saying "fuck Biden." So, there's that. Oh man. So should we get to?
I think he actually got arrested. The senator
good.
did. Yeah. So that's
Well,
we need more of that.
I've got 2 questions for you, John.
Oh,
I prepped these without you knowing.
Skylar did homework.
I did do homework.
I didn't do any homework.
John's gonna try to do homework during the show.
All right, what you got? What are your questions for me?
All right.
Are they thematic?
They are on
Ooh,
theme.
ooh, ooh.
My questions are on theme. Again, we haven't told you what the theme is yet.
I don't think
But
any
you-
topics we've discussed are related to said theme yet.
No, I don't think so. All right, here's my first question.
What you got?
You wake up in a shipping container in North Korea. What's your next move?
Is it ship? Am I allowed to know things about the shipping container? Like, is it not moving?
You're in North Korea. You're planted there. They just
Okay.
opened the gates.
They just opened.
Yeah, they opened it up.
And they're seeing a very clearly
not.
corn-fed Midwestern American
Yep.
stumbling out of the shipping container. The first thing
As
I'm
far
doing,
as you know, they ordered you.
oh shit. The very first thing I'm doing, I know I'm already taller than 90% of the population. And I may be out of shape, but in a dead sprint, I could probably take them. I'm going to run. First thing I do, I'm running.
You're going to try and run?
I hear the gates open. I immediately see that it's a bunch of North Korean, I'm assuming soldiers, or am I on like a civilian dock? There's no such thing in
Just-
North Korea.
Yeah,
They're all soldiers in North Korea.
Your entertainment, right? They bought you for, like, we need an American here to watch.
Okay.
Just-
in
just
that
for
case,
fun,
in that case, I'm being opened in the shipping container to like the palace, and Kim Jong Un and all his friends are sitting there. Very first thing I'm doing, taking my pants off and shitting backwards. Like I'll turn around for them and shit.
Oh, they would probably eat that up.
I'm certain they will. Their country is starving. They will eat that. There's corn in there.
Oh, shit. You were right.
So yeah, I'll take a shit. That's the very first thing I'm doing. I always wanted to shit in front of people, and no one better than Kim Jong Un. Yeah, and his fucking shitty haircut.
There you go. It's like loyal people or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck.
See how they take it.
Bossy.
Yeah. If I get assassinated right away,
No,
that's the end of it.
you're the American jester, and the first move you pulled was solid.
they kept me around, I would do crazier shit every day.
That's great. So
Just
you just
push the
you
envelope.
fully embrace it.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna get away, man. They have minefields. I don't know how to fucking get past those.
You throw sticks.
I've never played. I played Minesweeper one time. And I was really bad at it. I'm not getting out of there. I'm too out of shape too to keep running. Also, I would get cold. So no, I'm just gonna stay and push the envelope until they kill me.
All right. Here's your next question. We have invented a time machine. You were selected to go back in time and kill baby Hitler.
Okay.
How do you choose to get the job done?
Ooh. It's got to be poetic, right? I'm a man for sentimentality. I'm sentimental. Okay. So either
you're a romantic.
Yes. So either gas chambers.
Oh, there you go.
Just gas the baby, or like boot heels.
Just
after I tattoo a random ass number on probably 69, tattoo it on his face, and then I was sent to kill him, right?
Yeah,
like,
no.
Oh, yeah. I'm not just choosing this.
No, you were selected to go through the time machine to kill baby Hitler.
Yeah, to be one of those two. I'm poetic like that.
Those are great answers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I got to come up with questions for you.
You can, or I can move into our next bit.
You are captured.
I'm captured.
You're captured by a Haitian dictator as a sex slave. What is the first sex act you will perform on this 350-pound man who's 62?
Ooh.
He's old and fat.
It's okay.
He's got a chode.
I think I've got the answer.
What do you got?
Already.
What do you got?
The classic dick twist. Grab his dick
and twist it! Twist his dick!
Yeah.
The old dick twist! Okay, you're twisting his dick. He's into it because he's a fat old dictator, and they're what's the word?
The thing is,
not sadists. What's the other word?
Masochist.
That's the one.
Yeah. I don't stop twisting.
You twist until that bitch.
And what's he gonna do? Run away? I've got his dick.
All right. I like that answer.
I'm in fucking full mount, just ripping that thing up. Giving him a snake bite. Both ways.
Second question.
All right.
You work for a dictator.
Cool.
Let's say
protected.
Any random dictator. You can make it up.
Okay.
You work for a dictator, and he asks you to quell a revolution single-handedly. How are you going to do it? A revolution, not a small insurrectionist.
So
like full-blown civil war. How are you going to
full-blown?
How are you going to stop it? You don't agree with him.
Throw a party.
Throw a party.
Yeah, I throw a big party. Just give them everything that they want at that party. Try to make them happy, appease them a little bit.
Yeah. You're going to feed them because they're starving.
Yeah, and then eventually I'll win the better of a couple of them. And they'll point me in the direction of the people that are, running this thing.
Yeah.
I'll funnel that information to the top, so I don't have to do any dirty work. But
shit.
It's gonna happen
behind the scenes.
Take them down from the inside.
I see. Yeah.
Party distraction, crumple the revolution. All in one fell swoop.
One fell swoop. No blood on your hands whatsoever.
I didn't do it.
Jesus.
Alrighty. Well, maybe you'd care to learn about the first person that I found.
Oh, what'd you find?
I found a list of dictators that you may have never heard of. Okay, some of these people are like dictators, but they go by a different name. All of them were people that were like solely in power and could do whatever the fuck they want. I don't care if you call yourself like what do they call themselves?
Presidents.
Yeah, you're not a president if you're
prime ministers.
Yeah, prime minister. That one popped up a lot. Like, these are all people that had sole power and decided to use it in ways that are not great.
Absolute power is the most fun kind of power.
Yeah, but they're not common ones. Like, this isn't like your Pol Pot.
Yeah, you heard about it. Yeah.
So,
Stalin.
Here's your first one.
Stalin.
Let me see if I can. Is there a zoom function here? Yeah, I think there is. All right. Zoom.
Oh, that's much better. Okay. So,
This first
we're
guy's
gonna
from
pronounce. What are we gonna do? Just try to pronounce the
Oh,
names.
yeah. This first guy's from Serbia.
Okay. He's
Yeah.
Serbian
I
dictator.
don't have the dates up. I didn't get that into it. I just,
A Serbian dictator from some time.
I'm gonna give it my first stab.
Yeah.
Slobodan Milosevic.
No, you forgot. Okay, let me try. He's Serbian.
Yep,
Slobodan Milosevic.
that sounds more Serbian than mine for sure. All right.
Slobodan Milosevic.
Was a dictator in Serbia.
Serbian dictator.
And he did some crimes against humanity and genocide.
He played the card game and then killed a lot of people. Jesus.
He was indicted by the UN's International Criminal Tribunal for crimes against Yugoslavia.
For the former Yugoslavia for crimes against humanity.
Yeah, in Kosovo.
He played crimes against humanity in Kosovo, and the UN wants him. Wow. They don't fuck around.
Charges for violating laws, customs of war, grave breaches of the Geneva Convention in Croatia and Bosnia, and a genocide in Bosnia were added.
Oh, shit. All right. Yeah. So he was doing some things.
And then I ended up looking up what were the Geneva Conventions he broke, and he was charged with attacks on civilians.
Obama?
Yeah. And I think that's it. He was just killing civilians recognized by Article 51 of the Protocol and blah, blah, blah. And then he also did an ethnic cleansing.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Okay. Who'd he cleanse? What ethnicity?
His allies were held responsible for involvement in crimes across Bosnia and Herzegovina and one town in Croatia as members of a joint plan to ethnically cleanse all the non-Serbs from the area during the 1990s wars.
In the book. Oh, my dad almost got shipped over there, actually. Bosnia and Chechnya and all that. Well, he almost got shipped over there during that, so that was probably a name he'd know. In fact, it's a name I kind of recognize. Okay. So that's funny.
Well, now you know why.
Yeah. Okay. Because the 90s was about the time we went to war in Iraq, too. My dad's division was he was in Turkey. The other part of it was in Kuwait, and then the other two parts of the division were in Bosnia in that area during all this. I want to say it was all happening at the same time or similar times. So
it said 1990s.
Yeah,
he was. Or whatever,
he was in Turkey at the time
he got away from it.
From all the major fights. Yeah, for real though. He was in Turkey, and they could hear the gunfight in Kuwait and shit because they're not too far off. And whatever fighting was, I shouldn't say the fighting in Kuwait. That's a long ways away. Whatever fighting there was in Turkey, they could hear it, but they never really saw any of it.
That's good.
So,
okay. Our second guy is from Hungary.
Should I pronounce his name again?
Yeah.
Ferenc Szlazi. SZA with a chkunk. Lasi. Szlazi. So Ferenc Szlazi from Hungary.
Could you say that a little bit more like Donald Trump? I think that would have...
Ferenc Szlazi. What an ass.
That was pretty good. All right, he established fascist parties in Hungary.
Okay.
And he also created the Hungarian National Socialist Party. Okay. Both of them were banned for being too radical. And then the main thing that he did was murder the Jews. Okay. His men murdered 10,000 to 15,000 Jews.
And the
fate of hundreds of thousands of Jews was in his hands. So he could have killed a lot more.
Just enough to get a kill streak. Not enough to be MVP like Hitler was in the COD World War II lobbies, of course.
If you look here, it gets bigger.
Oh my God. Okay. Boys and girls, buckle your fucking seatbelts. We're getting into some wild shit here. All right. So he was. I'm assuming this was around World War I, World War II.
There's going to be a lot of dictators or like pseudo dictators that are tied right up with the Nazi regime. Just inevitable.
We're gonna assume he was one of them in Hungary.
Yes. Yep. All right, here's number
Ante
3.
Pavelic.
Ante
Pavelichik.
Maybe.
Croatia.
He's from Croatia. He did a genocide using an ultranationalist terrorist group known as the Ustazi.
Ustazi? Okay.
Okay.
Pavelichek orchestrated a horrific genocide of nearly 1 million ethnic Serbs, Jews, and Romani people. Those are people, I'm assuming, from Romania.
Yeah, I assume so.
Jesus, helped orchestrate the murder of over 700,000 Jews, Romani, and Serbs during World War II. Oh my God. He's 1/6 of a Hitler.
Yeah.
You get 6 of them, that's a Hitler.
Okay.
God, what an infinity gauntlet of anti-Semitism. Jesus Christ. One of the stones.
Oh, we're not even done with him.
Oh, he's not done
He
yet?
was also
A
caught doing
terrorist.
terrorist actions.
Okay.
Public and corporate terrorist actions into his Ustazi program, including such things as train bombings and assassinations.
Oh God. Jesus. All right. So this guy was blowing up the railway.
Yeah, and killing people.
What a
Lots of
douche.
people.
Nah, them trains. Fuck the people. Them trains are important for infrastructure.
Those Croatian trains.
Jesus. A lot of people in Norway.
Yeah, no, the next.
Or not
no.
Norway. Fucking Europe. This next guy's from Norway.
Yeah, the next guy's from Norway.
Josef Torboven.
Mm-hmm. He's also.
You know I'm part Norwegian?
I also am.
Holy shit. No.
Yeah. I'm mainly Norwegian and Finnish from Finland.
Norwegian and Polish.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. He established concentration camps. He established multiple concentration camps in Norway, where he ruthlessly persecuted the Jewish population and focused on crushing the Norwegian resistance movement.
Oh, you ever play Battlefield 5? Battlefield V?
No.
Okay.
Well,
You might
the
remember
beta
this
a little
correctly.
bit.
There was a campaign for it. And one of the campaigns, you were in Norway, and you were, I think, this chick, and you got to ride skis, unless I'm getting my games mixed up, but I don't think I am. That was a really fun campaign, and you were actually fighting against this guy. And I was like, Norway? Fucking Norway was involved in World War II? I had no idea. I thought they were part of the, I assumed they were part of the Allies if they weren't neutral.
Well,
I guess they were part of the Axis because they were burning Jew people.
Well, he was trying to stop the people that were fighting against it too.
Yeah, and you play a Norwegian resistance trooper in that campaign, and it was a lot of fun. So, yeah, just throwing that in there.
No, but that's what this is meant to be. You know, right? He also caused atrocities, if that doesn't need to be said.
If that wasn't already an atrocity, yeah.
His actions led to numerous atrocities, such as the Beesfjord massacre.
Beesfjord massacre?
Beesfjord massacre, in which hundreds of Yugoslavian political prisoners and prisoners of war were murdered.
Ooh.
There you go. And he also had a scorched earth policy. As the tide of the war turned against Germany, Torboven implemented a scorched earth policy in Norway that resulted in forced evacuation of 50,000 Norwegians and widespread destruction.
I guess they were in the Axis. I had no clue. I guess that game should have told me. But no, you don't think about it. Norway, part of the Axis powers, people. Or at least the northern half of it was. Jesus.
Yeah.
Something to think about.
He tried to stomp it out.
Oh my God.
They started winning and
Skylar.
he said scorched earth.
A lot of Minnesota's population are Norwegian.
Yeah, we probably ran, you know.
Either ran or escaped when we lost the war. Think about that. Minnesota, nice my ass.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Antonio de Oliveira Salazar of Portugal.
From Portugal. Mass torture and arbitrary arrests.
Oh, just arresting people.
Yeah. There were instances of mass torture and arbitrary arrest during his rule. And he had concentration camps and police brutality. Concentration camps were established and brutality
Against civil rights protesters
protesters
was
was
common.
common.
Where the fuck does that sound familiar? Let's see. We got reservations for Native Indians, and people are beating the shit out of each other all the time. Couldn't be the U.S.
No. No, we don't have any of those problems.
Which
here.
Portugal's wild. One of the places you wouldn't think that they'd have
Yeah,
like a
mass
dictator.
torture,
Portugal.
and arrest just
Right.
because. Yeah.
fucking wild.
Mm-hmm.
Well, our first one that isn't in Europe,
Yeah.
Iran.
You gonna give that one a read?
Ruhollah Khomeini.
Khomeini, maybe.
I don't know. The European languages are easier.
All right. So,
I want to read this.
Okay, you can read this one.
All right, so dictator from Iran.
Ruhollah Khomeini.
He support for hostage takers. He was known for his support of the hostage takers in the Iran hostage crisis of whatever year. Okay, so interesting. Opposition to modernization. Strong critic of the Shah. The Shah, opposing his land reform policies and his goal of making Iran a wealthy and modern country. Patterned after Western societies. Oh, he didn't want to become Westernized. He wanted to become Iran.
He wanted to be the Amish, but also liked hostage takers.
Sounds like Russia. Okay, so he was against people putting fancy buildings in his sand. It's his sandcastle. Damn it.
It is his sandcastle. All right.
This is in Ethiopia, which is, of course, in Africa. So I'm going to butcher the fuck out of this name because I don't know how to pronounce it. Mengistu Haile Mariam.
Mengistu Haile Mariam.
Jesus. Red Terror, his bloody consolidation of power in 1977 to 1978, is known as the Ethiopian Red Terror. This was a brutal crackdown on opposition groups, civilians following a failed assassination attempt. So, don't miss is the moral of the story.
Don't miss.
Systematic starvation and torture, not uncommon for the countries of Africa. Over the course of his 17 years of genocidal rule, crimes committed included systematic starvation, inserting heavy objects into a woman's uterus. It doesn't go into heavy objects. What?
He's trying to make him stronger.
He's shoving shit. Jesus. Okay. Strangling with cord, injection of poison, electric shock, extrajudicial killings of students, intellectuals, and politicians. This motherfucker hates women and smart people.
Because you missed.
More of the story. Don't miss. It's really not that hard.
Okay, I'm gonna
Francisco.
let you. Yeah, this is our best one, so I'm gonna let you go through it here.
Oh, is this the guy from Haiti?
No, this is from Equatorial Guinea.
Oh, even better. Francisco Macias Nguema, yeah. Equatorial Guinea. Genocide and mass murder. He was found guilty of genocide, crimes against humanity, mass murder, treason, and embezzlement. Fucking taking money, that bastard. His dictatorship's severe human rights abuses led to the deaths of an estimated 50,000 to 80,000 people. That was a lot. But he was found guilty, so that means they caught him and tried him. And
you just, well, he got killed. He was murdered.
Oh, fuck yeah. Dude.
I didn't put that in there, but he was murdered. Yeah.
Legally or like legitimately?
They were like, this guy needs to go.
Okay.
They got rid of him.
Bizarre actions and repression. As time went on, Macias Nguema's actions became ever more bizarre. He declared private education subversive and banned it entirely with Degree 6 on the 18th of March 1975. Motherfucker was against private schools, which I don't oppose of. He also banned the use of European names, Western medicine, and the word intellectual. This motherfucker really hated smart people. He banned West European names. His fucking first name is Francisco. What do you mean, dude?
Keep going.
Economic mismanagement. Macias Nguema, I get why he's called that now. He banned his first fucking name. Ingested copious amounts of hallucinogens, which drove him insane. Motherfucker eating fucking mushrooms in the desert, dog. Banning intellectuals. He wanted to be the smartest one here. He abandoned the country's capital to live in his native village. taking the entire national treasury with him and burying the gold reserves under his bed of an entire country? Fuck, dude. It would have taken one dude with a metal detector and a gun to just become the richest person in the world overnight. I'm assuming it was a lot of money, the national treasury of an entire country.
Of Equatorial Guinea.
Of Equatorial Guinea.
Weren't they like the poorest of all the things?
I'm certain that's still a lot of money for one individual.
Guinea is like,
Watch it, he put like a fucking like 82 cents worth of gold under his bed, and that's the whole fucking national treasury.
I think the most important part is that he ingested copious amounts of hallucinogens. That drove him insane.
Or enlightened.
Yeah, so then he got rid of European names, Western medicine, and the word intellectual.
Jesus Christ. Who the fuck visited him on his spirit dream? Jesus.
Dude, I know.
God damn.
It was probably the other guy that was against
intellectual. It was reincarnated. Actually, that guy came before our fucking hallucinogen guy was in 75. The other guy was the other guy who banned the word intellectual was in 78.
19,751.
That's the
okay. The once because of like a source thing. Yeah. No.
A lot of people don't like smart people. Okay, so here's something. All the dictators that we have read don't like Jews or smart people.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're a Jew or a smart person, make sure you stay away from dictators. Moral of the story, for real.
That's bad.
Jesus. It's bad.
Yeah, that's like their kryptonite. Like, you bring anybody smart near them, they're just like, oh, I gotta kill them.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they don't like being showed up. Corrected at all. You correct them.
Reminds me of somebody I know. Not this guy, somebody else.
Thanks for clarifying.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Should we move on to our next thing here?
I think we should. Jesus Christ. It started so dark and it got better.
Yeah.
Into the light.
I mean, it was still bad, like, throughout everything.
That guy didn't kill people.
People died and everything.
That guy didn't kill anybody, did he? Did he? Oh, yeah. Right there.
50,
it says genocide and mass murder. I was wrong. He killed a fuckload of people. My bad.
Yeah, that's also a big theme. With
genocide and mass murder. Jesus.
With dictators. Mass murder and genocide. That's their favorite thing.
And killing smart people.
Yeah.
Banning the words intellectual.
Mm-hmm.
And killing Jews.
Yep. Wow.
Why, though? Why the Jewish people? I never understood that. Why is literally every dictator in history? Why?
I don't know, man. I
don't either.
I think it was mostly just like,
you know, who knows?
You're not us. You know, like that's kind of thing. You're the other, and you're the person that's like, we're gonna blame all our shit on, right? We've kind of had that through generations and generations. It's changed. The hot button topics changed. The targeted group has changed over time. You know.
You know, as the answer to why the Jewish people are always getting, you know, attacked by these dictators and people who dislike intellectuals. You know who? Palestinians have the answer. I'm sure they'd be more than happy to share it with us.
Yeah, they would tell us a story. They'd spin you a tale.
Spin you a tale. Jesus Christ. All right, next topic.
Yeah, our next bit, we're going to do some word associations.
Related to our theme?
Related to our theme.
Ooh.
Again, I did my homework.
I did not.
John did not. So I'm going to be putting John on the spot here with some dictator-flavored words. And he's going to tell me the first word that pops into his head.
Yes, sir.
Okay, here's the first one. Tyranny.
Bipartisanship.
Oppression.
Bipartisanship.
Censorship.
Twitter.
Propaganda.
CNN and Fox News.
Strongman.
The Mountain from Game of Thrones.
Regime.
Far Cry 6.
Domination.
Hot.
Fascist.
Bald.
Supreme.
Taco Bell.
Omnipotent.
Definition of omnipotent is one who is all-knowing.
Yeah, but is that what was the word?
Yeah, that's the
You just put
all-knowing.
the definition? All-knowing?
Yep.
Okay. Great. That was the 10 words. We made it through.
Yay! I got 10 words for you, motherfucker.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Genocide.
Pantaloons.
What? What did you say? Pay to lose?
Pantaloons.
I
We're getting rid of them.
Geneva Convention.
Myth.
Ethnic cleansing.
Not okay.
You heard it here first, folks. Pajamas.
I don't like them.
It's not a word, that's a feeling.
Oops.
At least you're communicating.
Bad.
Pajamas. Bad. Fire alarm.
Bull.
Democracy.
Fake.
Dictatorship.
Fake.
Government.
Fake.
Taxes.
Very real.
All right, final word. Are you ready?
I'm trying to be.
Okay. Jet skis.
Don't put them on your feet.
Okay. We're bad at words association.
Yeah, sentences pop in my brain.
He's a fast thinker.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Other times not so fast like.
True. Sometimes it's the opposite.
Yup.
What a segment.
Jesus Christ. All right. Fuck, we got through everything on our itinerary.
We did now. We just have to bullshit for a while. This is the bullshitting segment of the podcast. Where do we shit?
We don't shit.
Bullshit.
You know who else doesn't shit? Kim Jong-un does not shit. He doesn't have an anus.
Dude, that's why you're showing him how.
Oh, you right.
You're teaching
You right.
him.
Full circle. I need to teach the supreme leader how to poop.
He hasn't seen it before.
He's never pooped.
Yeah.
You seen that movie? The fucking the interview?
Oh yeah, that was a good movie.
Fantastic movie. The fucking tiger shows up. Everything that James Franco said was gonna happen fucking happened.
I think
Was that James Franco?
I think it was James Franco. I think it was Sony that like produced that film.
And they got hacked.
Yeah, they got hacked.
Yeah, they did.
North Korea's like, no, don't do this. That's not nice. And we did it anyway. We did it big and loud and spectacularly.
That movie was great. What would you do if you were in that position where the CIA had contacted you and they wanted you to kill Kim Jong-un?
I don't know why.
While you were on like vacation, what would you know?
Like, how much money are you paying me?
Oh, you want something out of
do
it?
I get a pension?
Ah.
If I die, like, are you gonna take care of things?
That's a fair point. They never asked for any money, did they?
No.
When they were doing it, they were just like, "Fuck, okay, I guess we got to do it." They never.
Yeah.
Wild.
No, I'd be like, no, for this level of risk, you
Take
better
a paycheck. Not a professional assassin. The fuck.
Yeah, no, you
for real.
You better be like ready to compensate somehow. Like, my kids better not pay for school.
You have kids?
I'm gonna make some before I
shit.
go kill fucking Kim Jong.
There you go. Make a family they can punish.
No. Gotta make those in the States, not North Korea.
Yeah, they don't have missiles that can reach here.
We got better missiles. It's
Oh,
okay.
yeah, that's true. We got shit for shooting down missiles.
Yeah, we got missiles for others' missiles.
Yes. Missiles for missiles. Anti-missile missiles.
Yeah. True. This is factual information.
And anti-balloon missiles. That are
Sometimes
fired
they
from
miss.
planes. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Did they miss? When
Yeah, they
tried to-
missed once. It was like a $45,000 missile or something insane. And they just fucking missed. Where did that shit go?
Fucking who knows?
It was a live round. with a bomb attached to it.
I think they have a minimum distance or a maximum distance. Like they go so far and then they just like self detonate or become dead.
That's good. So it didn't hit like some family in Arkansas.
Blow them to shit. No, I don't think so. I hope not. It'd be wild.
There'd be a cover up for sure. We wouldn't hear about it.
What was the story with that F-35 that went missing? The guy got ejected.
He ejected, and this isn't the first time that this has happened.
It auto-ejected him, didn't it?
Because they don't trust humans to make decisions anymore. We're just not fast enough. So when it decides that like the plane's going down, it goes and
get the fuck
fucking
out.
fires you out the goddamn roof. It continued flying after the guy ejected.
Where'd it go?
And it flew around in the air, just kind of.
Imagine being such a shitty pilot, or let's make this more relatable. Imagine you had a car, and you're so bad at driving, your car kicked you out.
No, but that's the thing. This was a malfunction. They're fairly certain that, like, the pilot didn't do anything wrong. He was just and then they were like, "Hey, American people,
where'd our plane go?
Where'd our plane go?"
It was in North Carolina, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I got a buddy who lives out there. I wonder if you've seen it.
Yeah. And apparently we've spent like a couple $1 trillion developing this new plane. It's the new F-35, like the top of the line model.
Sounds about right.
And the efficacy of this thing every time they send it out on a mission is like 35% or something retarded.
Yeah, no,
we
they're
spent
not
billions of dollars, and they only work like 30% of the time.
They're really good at two things. One of them is looking kind of cool, and the other one is not being able to be found ever, which is why we couldn't fucking find it when it went missing. It's because they're so goddamn stealthy. That's it. They don't really do anything else, though.
Well, the problem is their failure rate is like 70-60%.
Right. I'm glad
we've spent how much money on it?
Yeah.
Enough to cover all the medical debt in the country, enough money to pay off all the student loans in the country. We made a fucking plane that doesn't work most of the time. Well,
that's the thing with innovation in military technologies when not in wartime. Well, I mean, the F-20...
They launched a beta mode and put it in full production.
For real, like they're untested, and they probably never will be tested in our lifetimes with any degree of luck. You know, like they've sent a couple to Ukraine to fly around, and the stealth works, but we knew that already. We knew the stealth would work. It's as simple as turn your radar on. Do you see it? No. It works! You know? But the trouble is during a time of peace, you don't really know if it's going to do what you say it's going to do. You only have an idea from your training scenarios and stuff. So unless we get into a full-scale war with somebody else who has equal type planes, which is currently nobody, because the Russian planes are built out of fucking scrap metal and rivets. They're still riveting their planes, man. China's
the
plane
only one that's like
is also probably in the same boat as the F-35. Yeah, it's like it's just untested in a real combat scenario.
Well,
it's just untested.
This is malfunctioning out of combat already.
Who's to say the Chinese isn't? They don't have gays, remember? Yeah. No gays or disease in China.
Except for
do we not know the Chinese government for a liar?
I'm not this isn't whose planes are better. If that was the bet I'm making, I'm putting America every time.
Every time.
It's just shocking to find out that the thing we're supposed to be the best at, making machines of death, you know,
it's kind of not working.
Kind of not working. We're spending a fuck ton of money to like get some.
Right. Yeah. There's just too much bureaucracy and policies and politicians and the decisions that there shouldn't be. That's just unfortunately that's not just in the U.S. That's just how the world works.
We can't even like audit the military. We don't know where the fucking money's going at all.
And
nobody does.
I don't think anybody really cares.
Yeah, no, that's the other side of it. It's like
somebody has to care. Nobody cares.
Where's it all going? Pizza parties, probably.
You get two types of people, right? You get the type of people. No, three. Sorry, you get the three type of people. You get one person who sees the defense budget in the United States is like, "That's fucking atrocious. We're spending that much money to kill other people. Ew."
Yeah.
And then they go march around in the street and get their hands stuck in cement. Then you got the other bunch of people We're like, fuck yeah, America! Look at all this shit look at all the money. My tax-paying dollars are blowing up brown people in another country, you know. And then you get the third type of people like me, who's like, that's a big number I can't fathom, so I don't care. Is it my money? No, I didn't pay that much. There's no way. It's not taxpayer dollars. Just taxpayer dollars? No way. No fucking way. That money's coming from somewhere else.
It's coming from the government. And the government gets money in more ways than just taxes. So, like...
Yeah, so I don't really care.
I care.
You care?
My position is, why is it that every single year we have to up it by, like, a fucking $250 million?
Inflation.
Bullshit.
Everything else is going up. Why not the fucking defense budget?
Yeah, but like everything else is going up by a couple dollars, and that's going up by $1 billion. You know, like it's wild. We've only put more money into that, and we're not even fighting anyone. And then we're just sending it all to Ukraine right now too. So
yeah,
like,
true.
I don't know. It's kind of wild. I think the spending's a little outrageous, and we could probably do just fine with a little less. You know, like. A big part of it is how much fucking greed is involved with like
the industrial military complex.
Yeah, yeah, no, for fucking real. Could Boston Dynamics make the robots for cheaper? Probably. You know, like could Raytheon, build a missile for a couple thousand less? Yeah, we're the military. We're the only people buying.
But
we could fight the rates, but we don't. We just say, hey. How much money you want? All right, we'll write you a check indefinitely every time we fire one of these. We'll sign a contract.
Unlimited money.
Yeah.
I mean, we literally do print the money, though. When we left the gold standard, who's to say that the government isn't just printing bills and giving it to them? Who knows, man?
You're an economics major.
I know
that that's not how money
No, it's
works.
100% how it's going, and nobody knows that that's how it's going. They just see the check and they're like, yay, it's mine. They don't ask where that money came from. The government is literally printing the cash and handing it to them. We left the gold standard. Money means nothing. We can literally just print more, and people really won't care. No, they won't care. More money's in circulation now than fucking 50 years ago, right?
You're right.
The prices of everything have gone up, but what's changed? Nothing really. The ratio's the same.
That's not fucking true.
Nah, dude.
At all.
More money got printed, so the prices of everything went up. There's more money in your pocket, but there's not the amount.
More money gets printed, so your dollar is worth that much less.
That's worth the same because everything else went up. Yep, it's a ratio. Everything's a ratio. It's all been 1-to-1 forever. You know, back then when you were making 5 cents a week. And you could go to Macy's and buy a shotgun for $30. Translate that now, you're making how much a week? $500? The shotgun costs you, for the same one, like $1,000?
Probably not.
I don't know.
More than that. That's the problem.
You know?
Please explain the rent crisis and the housing crisis with that logic.
Everything went up.
Everything went up. That's why we can't afford anything.
Yep.
Because the money's worth the same, and the ratio's the same.
Everything went up.
But we can't afford
it. Didn't go up in the same places. It all went up. So overall, the ratio is identical. But if you're like, okay, because it's like this. You as a fucking welder made a little bit more, but fast food workers made like 1,000% more than compared to the 50s.
Exploited.
See what I mean?
In the 50s,
that money balance, the imbalance isn't there, but the ratio has gone up because everything else has gone up exactly the same as the total of this difference here. Yes. I'm pulling this shit out of my ass. I have no fucking clue. You know what we learned in economics? We learned that profit is bullshit and you just need to make it to zero. That's what we learned.
Oh.
That's backwards as fuck compared to what we were learning in business. So, yeah, nobody agrees on it. Nobody knows what they're doing. This whole thing is a facade. There's like 2 dudes that are making all the money in the world.
Yeah, that's true. The 1% is not very large compared to the rest of the population.
Then you think of it this way: if you look at the 1% of the world, it's like everybody in the U.S. who makes more than $30,000 a year is a 1%er in the world.
Yeah.
So like we're bitching and moaning about the 1% out there, but that's just in our country, and that's like the 0.000000001% of the world is Bezos and them. Like that's insane.
Yeah.
Where we are all whining about the wrong fucking things right now. Why is a Whopper $400 and 1,000 calories? What we should be asking is, why do the Chinese hate us so much? Why is our government, our elected officials, pissing them off with flybys with B-52s, the Baltics, all the time? We're asking the wrong questions here. Why do the senators keep making more money?
Why is it
that's not on paper?
Why is it every time that a Republican gets in power, they give money to the rich people? Like hand over fist. And then when the Democrats get in, they don't patch that hole.
Why don't all cars...
Go, okay, that's how we're doing it.
That's how we're doing it. Another question. Why don't all cars have seat warmers? Is it technology? Why is it only for the people who can pay for it? I want to smell the smelly asshole of a heated seat in my car.
Your car doesn't have heated seats?
No, it doesn't have heated. It's a Ford Focus. It doesn't have heated shit, man. It's a 2010 Ford Focus. It don't got heated. It's got heaters. Not in the fucking seats, tell you that much.
For $39.99,
I gotta get heated
seats.
Well, there we. Wait, what the fuck? Hang on. Is that a lawn chair with heated seats? Oh, for $200. God damn, people. Buy yourself some heated seat. What the fuck? A lawn chair with heated seat? That's not burst into flames, man.
No, they made it out of fire retardant material.
That's such a good idea. You know how many times I sat out on a lawn chair and my ass is frozen?
Yeah.
Fuck, that's a good idea. I need to get one.
It's $200.
Fuck. Investment.
But you literally plug some of these.
That office chair is $50 and it has heated seats. Dog.
I'm trying to say, if you want heated seats in your car,
how much do you think these
can make it
fucking
happen.
chairs cost at school? Realistic. How much do you think this costs?
Wholesale? Because they bought like 1 million of them at once. $19.99.
And if they bought 1 million of those with better lumbar support and heated seats, how much do you think it would cost?
$50 from a wholesaler, like,
dude.
I don't know.
Schools are greedy. How much money are they making? The dean of students does not need a 6-figure salary. The fuck does he do?
He's a figurehead. Mostly.
What does he do? Exactly. They don't need fucking.
He just comes out every once in a while.
Give us better chairs.
Hey, I'm here to inspire you with emails, and mostly.
Nobody reads them. They flag them as spam. If you fucking sit there and read from the Adidas students, you're like, I feel inspired. Not to, take shots at what, fuck you, actually. For real. What the fuck's wrong with you? Put that in the spam folder, never look at it again. It means nothing. These people don't care.
I don't know. Some people value the education a little bit more. Especially like international students. I've talked to some of them. And
they read the newsletters?
They're grateful to be here. They go to all the events. Every
I
time
suppose.
that there's a meeting or whatever, they're like, shit. I'm obligated to go here. Like, I'm putting in my time. Like, I value this so much that I'm gonna get every ounce of this school.
Maybe we've been American for too long.
Time to transfer.
Move to Canada for a week and then come back and you'll be humble. Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know. Straight move to Canada for the healthcare and only the healthcare.
You still gotta wait in line though.
I don't give a shit. I don't care.
They don't have priority triage in Canada. You get treated at it's first come, first serve. You may be dying right now of a gunshot wound. They don't have triage. The guy who came in before you with a paper cut's gonna get seated first. Like, for real. That's what I heard. And I believe it because it is fucking Canada.
Time to follow Ontario's critical care triage. I think their problem that I've heard is that they're
Wait,
stretched
hospitals
too
in
thin.
Ontario may not have to use triage protocol. So this is a thing I've
Enable
manifested
doctors
it.
to decide who gets life-saving care. So that literally defines the opposite of triage, because the doctor gets to go, "Hey, you're dying. I'm choosing you first."
Or be like, I don't feel like doing this complex surgery. You have what? A broken hand? Yeah, sure.
I've heard that
Yikes.
if they can't find you care, they will fly you to another country to have
Or
it taken
euthanize
care
you.
of. Yeah, they are doing that too. Yeah,
I think they should do that in the United States. I actually agree.
let
with that
you
policy.
kill yourself.
Yeah.
Like, but with the fun drugs.
Yeah. It's part of my wrecking ball policy.
If you want out, that's your choice. You're gonna have a good time.
Fuck it, dude. No, that's a bad idea. It's a bad idea. Those people might be in there under so many different drugs, or like are just so distressed at that moment. Things can get better for them. Not saying they will, but they can get better, and there's that's a small chance that they need to take rather than injecting themselves with a fun needle.
They can do
Moving on.
whatever they want, though. That's the thing.
They can do whatever the fuck they want. Does Canada have more freedom than we do? Ooh.
Not freedom of
Speech. Oh yeah, fuck, I forgot
And they
about
cracked
that.
down on the bank accounts of people during the trucker protests. Remember that shit? During COVID, they were like, "You have to be vaccinated," and they're like, "We're not gonna make the truck sick. Sorry, we're not doing that. It's just me and a bunch of packages. We'll be fine." And they're like, "No, you're getting jabbed, and if you don't, then you're not gonna have a job." And then they were like, "Fine, I'll shut my truck off in the middle of the road. What are you gonna do about it?"
What did Canada do about it?
They shut their bank accounts down.
Oh Jesus!
They found out who were the people that were like doing this, charged them criminally, and then shut off their bank accounts. And they were like, "You can do that?" And Canada's like, "Of course we can."
You guys said that we could when you voted your representatives into office.
No, you click the accepting the terms and agreements at your bank.
Oh,
That's
shit.
what happened. Yeah.
Oh shit! So who knows what the fuck you agreed to when you signed up for that Apple account or that porn account? They could just get you. They could just take you from your house. You ever see that Vine? It was the guy who was like doing Apple, setting up a phone or whatever. He clicked agree. No, it was for Facebook, and he clicked agree to the terms and conditions, and then all these characters just kind of appeared in frame. One was dressed as a chicken, and they just like started ripping his clothes off and hitting him with a belt.
Yeah, we don't have laws for that either. The terms and conditions and shit. We probably should have some kind of laws to make them like sensible. Be like, hey, here are the things that you can actually do. Here are the things you can't do. That way, when you click accept, you can like sleep peacefully at night, knowing that like you probably accepted something reasonable,
Right.
and not something fucking batshit crazy because you didn't read it.
Wait,
Because nobody does.
Here's the best
Like,
part of it, I think, though, is that the lawyers who wrote that are too lazy to actually write it. They just copy and paste it from the next guy.
I don't know. If
Like,
that's
for real,
true.
they just copy and paste. Did you ever read one of those? I sat down and read one.
Yeah.
Then I sat down and read another from another company.
Legalese.
They were exactly the same.
that's-
Like, verbatim. They were identical to each other. I am certain they just copy and pasted and moved on.
They could, but like legalese are legalese. Like if you're trying to say the same thing as the next guy, like why not just grab it and throw it in there? It's like coding. It's like why would I spend the hours to figure out how
Yeah.
to do this perfectly if I can just find the snippet of code online, throw it into my document, and be just fucking fine? You know, it's the same concept. Like,
Plagiarism. I wonder.
but they're not like copywriting their code unless it's like
Imagine.
you're taking it from a company and its IP. Most people that are posting to GitHub are like, "This is open source, and I know that it's open source, so I don't give a shit." Kind of deal.
Any coders in the chat button?
Yeah, our chat that's non-existent.
Non-existent.
Yeah,
This would be a shit show if we lived it. I mean, we post the video footage mostly unedited anyway. We could probably do this
completely
live.
unedited.
We
right
just
now.
we couldn't do this on any live platform because those guys really kicked down like Twitch. Forget that, not happening. YouTube live,
There's plenty of other ones. There's like
But who watches them?
That's the other thing. Like, you have to drum up your own audience. Like, you're
Right.
gonna have to find people that want to watch your content and will go where you tell them to. Because there are ways to like forego the censorship aspect of it entirely, but again, it's like you have to have an established base. Otherwise, good fucking luck. There's like Rumble, there's Substack, there's Patreon.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Patreon. Patreon's probably the best one. I forgot about them. They're probably the best one because
There's
it's
like-
anything goes.
There's
Why don't we just post these to OnlyFans? We'll do them shirtless. You know,
We
we'll
start an
have little
OnlyFans,
blurb
yeah.
pixels right on our titties, and then you got to pay an extra $7 per titty. Perfect.
There you go.
We make money. We would actually make money too. That's the best part. Is I know there's some freaks out there that would totally buy that shit. I'd probably be one of them.
You buy pictures of your own titties?
Yeah. My titties. The money's going right back to me.
Infinite cycle, baby.
And if I compensated for taxes, figured out a way to make money off of it, I could have an infinite
You're
money
just
glitch.
gonna lose. There's
Nah,
gonna
dude.
be like
I can loophole TurboTax.
it's a
Oh my
gift to
God.
myself.
No, it could be.
It's a
I
gift
could
to
get it on my
myself.
tax return and actually make more.
There you go.
TurboTax. Infinite money glitch.
Oh,
Open
shit,
your
there
own
you go.
OnlyFans and pay yourself.
Give yourself a gift of all your income and then claim 0 income on your taxes because it was all a gift.
And then what little money cents from your transaction, set the bar low, goes into taxes. You'll get back plus some in tax return.
Just tell your employer not to give you paychecks anymore. Start your W-2 and W-4 on fire. Only accept
OnlyFans.
gifts.
Gift cards. Receipts.
Yeah, you want to pay me? You have to pay me on OnlyFans strictly. Pretty sure you still pay taxes on that.
No, you do. And I'm trying to figure out how you could get around
Gift.
that. Well,
You're allowed to be gifted.
it'd be
money
like
instead of
cents on the
paying taxes.
dollar, and then your tax return could be big because you're making less
Or
than whatever a year.
Just get
So
a,
you would live off your tax returns.
just get a bank account in like fucking Panama.
Swahili. That's a
Yeah.
language. Never mind.
In Panama, I think Panama is one of the places. There's a bunch of like tax evasion happening.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you like make a company there, but it really just needs to be like a mailbox. And you need to
Okay.
pay somebody to open the mailbox and like scan your documents every once in a while. And then you can establish your company in there, and then all your like revenue you just funnel through your company. It's more complicated than that. I promise.
Is it as good as the Somalian pirate stock exchange?
I don't know if that's real, my man.
Nah. It's gotta be.
It
That
probably-
TikTok is definitely real.
Probably on the deep web somewhere. You could find
Somali
it.
pirate. What you do is you invest. You send them an RPG or something. Then they rob a boat, and they will give you a portion of their winnings. Somali Stock Exchange. It's a good idea. Funding terrorism? Let's go, boys. How to win at life. And then you don't claim it on taxes because you're funding terrorists. Why would you claim that on your taxes? That's weird.
Yeah, they'll claim it for you.
By taking it. Because they're
Well,
pirates.
it's on the stock exchange.
Yeah.
That's where the evidence is. On the Somali Stock Exchange. It's all.
It's like the NASDAQ, but it's a
yeah.
language nobody can read. What the fuck is a knock? Can I say that?
You already did.
Too late.
There's no unsaying it. Again,
We are creatures of consequence.
Somali Stock Exchange, Pirate Stock Exchange, not a real thing.
It
We're
could
not actually funding terrorism or condoning it.
That just makes us sound more guilty. Double down, I say. But make it, what you do is you double down so it's more outlandish. I'm not funding Somalian pirates.
You're
I'm
not-
funding intergalactic pirates who are based in Somalia.
Dude,
Using
the Somalian space program.
Dogecoin.
Is that a thing?
The Somalian space. No. They can't even they can't feed their people. No. The Somalian space program isn't real. No? fucking way.
No, this is the city of Houston, Florida. It's surprisingly non-existent.
Oh,
Okay.
thank God. What do you mean surprisingly non-existent? It's not surprising now, me. Jesus.
Somali Parents Advocacy Center for Education.
That's an acronym called SPACE. Okay, that's the best they got. Turkey is building a spaceport in Somalia for some fucking reason. Somalian Space Agency.
Dreaming of Somalian Space Program. This is like an advocacy group that's like, we need to go to space.
You know what country landed on the moon recently? India.
Yeah.
Yeah, who'd have fucking thought, man? Out of the 9 billion people in their country, somebody would have the idea of landing on the fucking moon.
They did it.
They did.
And then the Russians tried to do that at a similar time. And they fucked up.
Yeah, they fucked up.
They didn't.
They're also fighting a war right now. They're a little preoccupied.
I mean, they're winning, so there's that, unfortunately.
Are they?
Yeah, they.
I thought Ukraine was getting ready to push into Russia.
No, that's just a bunch of like
media propaganda.
Yeah, a little bit. They've been like, who has captured more land in the last like 7 months? Russia or Ukraine? Russia did by a significant amount. And we're also talking about trying to like cut back on the spending in Ukraine too. Like that's a pretty hot topic right now, and we'll see if we keep funding them whole stop, and if anyone in Europe decides to like actually help
pitch in. Yeah,
because I think it was the United Kingdom was talking about sending troops to Ukraine, like boots on the ground, for training reasons.
That's fucking scary.
But yeah, it's scary because all it takes is like one of them to accidentally die,
or shoot a Russian,
or one commander to accidentally die. Like exactly, and then there we go.
Russia could even just see them entering as an act of aggression too.
Well, I think they let it be known on the world stage that it's like, hey, this is happening. Like, we're coming to train Ukrainian soldiers. So, who knows? Maybe we could see the European bloc, like...
I don't think we need to train Ukrainian soldiers. I think we need to get rid of the ones who are giving the orders because they're reverted back to trench warfare in World War I, which kind of works, but not when the other side is good at countering trench warfare, and vice versa. Like, the Russians are pretty good at conventional warfare.
I mean, the Russians have been lying this whole time on the amount of people they've lost.
Yeah, no, everybody's lying. There's no facts coming out of any of this.
Yeah, it's big confusing over there right now.
It's a good time. What a time to be alive.
Yeah, there's crazy shit going on left and right, and almost too much crazy shit for any like sane person to handle.
Which is why we have all these Twitter feuds and people keying cars for no reason.
Oh, the social media is a fucking crazy thing in and of itself. It's like, we know that they like push us toward things that piss you off actively. Like, because that's what gets the most engagement. Making you upset. Making you mad. Making you frustrated.
Angry.
Yeah.
So you know what I say to that? Get angry, but get angrier than they expect you to. Double down. Double the fuck down. Get so angry that you uninstall Twitter and have a better life.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that could benefit seriously from like dropping the amount of social media they use precipitously.
Yeah, I'm off of it. Like, I'm off of it, except I have the all the apps that we use, the social media. Yeah. I keep getting like notifications about some political shit that's happening. Never stop. And I do not read it.
That will never stop. They give you notifications for all the things going on, even if you're not like
following that or whatever. Yeah,
you have to climb through the settings and like shut shit off. It's like, hey, I only want to know things like when people like my shit, comment on my shit, like share my shit, like those things.
So you can do that?
At least on Facebook you can.
I'll have to sit down.
I'm pretty sure you could probably do it on the other ones too. Like,
X.
You'll have to have some kind of notification settings that you can go and mess around on. Speaking of our social medias and things.
Oh yeah,
We have those.
we have those. We got a Facebook, an Instagram, a Twitter, a TikTok.
I think we've posted on everything
Instagram,
but the TikTok.
Facebook, yeah, everything but the TikTok.
So we'll have to get on that. Some more. We haven't picked what we're going to war against today.
Let's go to war against dictators who aren't cool.
Are there any cool ones?
Yeah, there's a couple. There's the guy who, I think he's in the Philippines. He made like a holiday after himself, and everybody has to like bow whenever his music comes on or whatever. He's got like speakers all over the place and plays music, and everybody has to like bow.
Is that
real? Yes, it is.
That sounds like a call to prayer or something.
He's cool.
He's cool. He's the one cool.
The one cool dictator.
All the other ones, not so much.
Because like, who would, like any normal person would do exactly that, make a holiday out of themselves.
Yeah,
for sure. He's the one cool guy.
Country?
I think the Philippines.
Anyway, do you remember our Self-Appreciation Day?
Why don't you go with
Kazakhstan?
Was it in Kazakhstan? That'd be crazy.
Yeah,
his birthday and national holiday? That sounds about right. That sounds about right.
I'm sure within like 4 seconds I can find out that Jordan's got
one.
one.
A couple of them.
Yeah, North Korea has one.
Go fucking figure.
Yeah, look at that. Holy crap.
Oh, baby.
Dude, that's like Windows 8 in the background.
Dude.
There.
Jesus, the viewers are not going to see this.
Cuba's got
Go
one.
figure. Who wouldn't?
Fidel Castro's birthday.
Who wouldn't though? If it was your birthday.
Turkmenistan's got one.
Oh, that's the big guy from earlier. Thailand. That's where it was. Yeah, no, it was Thailand. It's Thailand.
King Bamoli. I don't know how to say
Yeah, it was Thailand. That's the one I was thinking of. Yeah, because Bobby Lee went there and then he was talking about it on the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah. This is Thailand. Yeah. Are you going to see if he's committed terrible crimes?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Nah, dude, he's cool. That's the guy.
Okay. Do you remember our social handles or at all?
No.
Maybe you can do a read out. No?
I can find them. Give me a second.
Did you write them down? I thought you did.
I don't know.
Last time you wrote them down. Oh man.
No, let me.
So long to find those.
Got this. All right.
It's all counterfeit intelligence or counter intel podcast.
I got it. On Twitter, we are Counterfeit Intelligence or at capital C, capital I, capital P, O-D, capital O, F-F-I-C-I-A-L. So CI Pod Official on Twitter. Or just type Counterfeit Intelligence and look for the brain. That's basically your best bet no matter what you're doing. Find a social media app and type Counterfeit Intelligence, look for the brain. Look for the brain. On Instagram, we are Counter Intel Podcast. Shortened version on Instagram and Facebook. It's the same on Facebook, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, first thing he did was support military coups.
To get himself into power?
To force stability.
Human rights abuses. Oh, wait. Failed to speak out against human rights abuses. War on drugs. He supported a war on drugs with the deaths of 2,000 suspects. Wait, how's that a bad thing?
All of the things that they're coming up with on our search engine here. Seems like he's probably the best one out of all of them that we've talked about
Like
today.
I said, he's cool.
He seems pretty cool.
Aside
from the supporting military coups. But who doesn't do that?
Right.
Really?
I do. Not admissible in court. You can't use this. I'm under the influence. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
We're in Vegas. Sometimes.
in our minds.
It's Las Vegas time somewhere.
Jesus. Going to war against not cool dictators. There's a lot of them. There's only one cool one. That's the Thailand
found.
king.
You can find some
King of
more
Thailand.
cool ones. We'd love to hear about them. Again, any of the social media handles that John just read out loud for you, you can contact us there. We do have an email if you want to just go right to the source.
Counterfeitintelligence@gmail.com. There's a Counterfeit
I
Intelligence
think
podcast.
it's counterintelpodcast@gmail.com.
That's
Yep.
right. Yeah, counterintelpodcast@gmail.com. Email us.
Yeah, nobody's sent us anything
Fucking
yet.
nothing. No follows. That's not true.
We've seen some people watch, but no one's interacted yet. Interacting will help.
The
Rate,
polls.
review on any of the podcast apps. That would be great.
Answer the polls.
Write a comment. We do have polls on
Got
Spotify.
polls on Spotify.
I don't think the polls carry through to anything else. You can find us just about anywhere besides Apple Podcasts. Again, we have not been able to figure out how to make an account with them. Every time we try, there's an error.
And I am now wholeheartedly against Apple at all.
Yeah,
So
so-
sorry. Tough luck.
Google's got it. Amazon's got it.
If they're hearing this,
Castbox got it. Spotify's got it.
if they're hearing this, they're not disappointed that it's not on Apple. Like
That's true.
They found their,
That's true.
you know,
Well,
so
just in case you're telling people to watch it, they're like,
Fuck
"Oh, I use Apple Podcasts." Well,
oh, I suppose
you're
shit
SOL.
out of luck.
Yeah, you're gonna have to figure out a different way to access us.
Go
And
on
there's a lot of ways. We're
Spotify.
also on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel.
We do have a YouTube channel.
If you want to just watch the video and listen to us talk too, it's on Spotify and on YouTube. The other apps will just be audio.
Personally, those two apps are where I go to
Yeah.
watch my podcasts. So if you do that, you're cool like me.
If you're watching on YouTube, obviously, like, subscribe, anything like that will help out. Leaving comments, anything.
And pray that the YouTube gods of destruction don't
Don't-
flag us for misinformation
Don't ban
or anything
our
else.
channel.
Please.
That would be
Stupid.
unfortunate.
Freedom of speech. The
Right.
rights of this country trump all corporate policies.
Should we make a Truth Social?
Make a what?
Truth Social?
What's that?
Trump's pod or
Oh.
Trump social media.
Oh my
account?
God.
You know, find some people on the Trump train.
Jesus. Can we get on the other one too? Does Biden have one?
No, Biden doesn't know how
fuck.
to access the internet by himself.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Jesus. I don't think we should get on the Trump train. We could be inviting some things, but if the Democrats also had one, I'd be down to put it on both just to see what would happen.
Yeah, no, he's the only one that has a shitty Twitter like clone. That's basically what it is.
Jesus.
Oh man.
That's about it, though, eh?
Yeah, I think that's about all we have to say.
Yeah.
We
I'm
talked
hungry.
about dictators. I am also hungry. Not. Alright, well. Goodbye, everyone.
Adios.
If you're watching this at night, hopefully you sleep soundly.
Yeah.
If you're
Sleep.
watching it during the day,
Wake the fuck up.
wake up! Goodbye.